The vast darkness of space stretched endlessly, punctuated by the metallic gleam of the Imperial Zorasian fleet. Hundreds of massive ships moved in perfect synchronized formation, their hull designs resembling sharp obsidian blades cutting through the cosmic void. At the center of this impressive armada stood Admiral Roque, a veteran commander with decades of successful planetary conquests. Roque's six-fingered hand traced the holographic display showing their target, Earth. Intelligence reports suggested a primitive planet inhabited by a species barely capable of basic space exploration. Preliminary scans indicated minimal technological advancement, no advanced defense systems, no significant energy signatures that would suggest any meaningful resistance. "Prepare standard conquest protocol," Roque commanded to his bridge crew. His voice carried the confident tone of someone who had subjugated countless civilizations. The Zorasian Empire had never encountered a species that could effectively resist their technological superiority. Thousands of light-years away, on a small blue planet, humanity remained largely unaware of the impending invasion. In the Global Defense Command Center located deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, a team of specialists monitored global communication networks and space tracking systems. Captain J. Park, a seasoned military strategist, reviewed multiple satellite feeds. Something unusual had caught his attention: subtle quantum fluctuations that didn't match standard cosmic background radiation. His experienced eyes noticed minute disturbances that most would dismiss as technical noise. "Run quantum analysis protocol," he instructed his team. His calm demeanor masked an underlying tension. Years of specialized training had prepared him for scenarios that seemed impossible to most humans. Nearby, communication specialist Yoon Kim worked her console with practiced efficiency. Her fingers moved rapidly across holographic interfaces, filtering and analyzing incoming data streams. She understood that in modern warfare, information was the most critical weapon. The Zorasian fleet continued its approach, confident and methodical. Their massive ships carried weaponry capable of obliterating entire planetary ecosystems. Planetary conquest was a routine operation for them, something they had perfected over centuries of interstellar expansion. What they didn't know was that humanity had been preparing. Decades of covert technological development, driven by a collective understanding that they were not alone in the universe, had produced defense systems beyond conventional understanding. Quantum entanglement networks, developed in secret laboratories across multiple continents, formed an invisible shield around Earth. Advanced AI systems, far more sophisticated than anything the Zoraxians could comprehend, were constantly analyzing potential threats. As the alien fleet entered the solar system's outer boundaries, Captain Park noticed something. The quantum disturbances were becoming more pronounced. He recognized the signature: an incoming massive technological presence that didn't match any known human or natural cosmic phenomena. "Preliminary contact imminent," Yoon Kim announced, her voice steady and professional. The Global Defense Command Center transformed. Massive screens flickered to life, showing real-time data from orbital platforms, ground-based sensors, and deep space monitoring stations. What appeared to be a routine monitoring session was about to become humanity's most significant moment. Admiral Roque continued reviewing conquest protocols, completely unaware that his fleet was about to encounter something entirely unexpected. The arrogance of technological superiority would soon be challenged in ways he could never imagine. Humanity waited. Prepared. Silent. The stage was set for an encounter that would redefine interstellar understanding forever. The alien fleet moved closer to Earth, their massive ships casting long shadows across the solar system. Admiral Roque stood confidently on the bridge of his flagship, watching the blue planet grow larger on the main display. He had conquered hundreds of worlds, and this one seemed no different: weak, defenseless, ripe for total subjugation. "Initiate standard communication protocol," Roque ordered his communication officer. A standard broadcast began transmitting a message of inevitable conquest, demanding immediate surrender. The transmission was designed to intimidate, to break the spirit of any resistance before actual combat began. Inside Earth's Global Defense Command Center, Captain J. Park watched the incoming transmission with calm precision. His team of specialists monitored every minute detail. Quantum sensors detected the alien communication, analyzing its frequency and potential technological signatures. "Transmission received," said Yoon Kim, her fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. Analyzing communication packet. The alien message was clear: surrender or face total destruction. It was a protocol the Zorasian Empire had used countless times across different star systems. Their technological superiority had always guaranteed complete victory. What they didn't understand was that humanity had been preparing for this moment for decades. Secret research programs, developed in underground facilities and orbital research stations, had created defense systems beyond conventional military understanding. Captain Park's hand hovered over a single red button labeled Quantum Defense Grid. Years of preparation had led to this moment. Humanity's most advanced technological achievement was about to be tested. The alien fleet continued its approach, weapons systems charging. Massive energy signatures began building around their ships, preparing for what they believed would be a quick and total conquest. Admiral Roque could almost taste victory. "Weapons at maximum charge," reported a Zorasian tactical officer. "Planetary defenses appear minimal. Estimated conquest time, approximately 3 standard hours." But something was different about Earth's response. No panic. No desperate communications. Just an eerie, calculated silence. Yoon Kim's voice cut through the tension. Quantum grid activation sequence initiated. Captain Park pressed the red button. Across the planet, hidden defense systems began to awaken. Orbital platforms that had appeared to be simple communication satellites transformed. Underground facilities, disguised as ordinary industrial complexes, powered up advanced weapons systems. The first sign of humanity's true capability came unexpectedly. Quantum entanglement weapons, beyond the comprehension of traditional technological understanding, began to lock onto the alien fleet systems. Admiral Roque's confidence started to waver. Something was wrong. The planetary defenses weren't just active, they were calculating, precise, and completely invisible to traditional scanning methods. "Tactical anomaly detected," warned a Zorasian sensor officer. "Our targeting systems are compromised." The alien fleet's weapon systems began to fail. Not gradually, but instantaneously. Quantum networks developed by human scientists had found ways to disrupt technological systems at a fundamental level. Earth remained silent. No dramatic communication. No theatrical resistance. Just cold, calculated technological superiority. The first alien ships started to experience system failures. Advanced shields became useless. Weapon arrays shut down without warning. Navigation systems collapsed. "Impossible," muttered Admiral Roque, watching his supposedly invincible fleet begin to drift helplessly. Captain J. Park allowed himself a slight smile. Humanity's most significant moment of technological triumph was unfolding precisely as planned. The invasion that was supposed to take hours was about to be resolved in minutes. Earth was ready. Humanity was waiting. And the universe was about to learn a critical lesson about underestimating a species that had been quietly preparing for this exact moment. The quantum defense grid activated with surgical precision, revealing humanity's most advanced technological capabilities. Each alien ship became a target, not through traditional weaponry, but through complex quantum entanglement systems that dismantled technological infrastructure at its most fundamental level. Admiral Roque watched in growing horror as his fleet's advanced systems began collapsing. Shields that had protected Zorasian vessels through hundreds of planetary conquests became useless. Weapon arrays shut down without any physical intervention. Navigation systems scrambled, leaving massive warships drifting like helpless metal carcasses. What the aliens didn't understand was that humanity had been preparing for potential interstellar threats for decades. Secret research facilities scattered across multiple continents had developed technologies that defied traditional understanding of physics and computational science. Captain J. Park observed the unfolding scenario with calculated calm. His fingers moved across holographic interfaces, guiding the quantum defense grid with mathematical precision. Each alien ship was systematically neutralized without firing a single traditional weapon. Yoon Kim monitored communication frequencies, her eyes tracking the complete technological breakdown of the invasion fleet. "Quantum disruption at 87% efficiency," she reported, her voice steady and professional. The alien ships represented centuries of technological advancement. Massive vessels designed to conquer entire planetary systems now became nothing more than floating metal shells. Their advanced AI systems, once considered unbreakable, were being systematically dissolved by humanity's quantum networks. Advanced sensors on Earth tracked every movement. Underground facilities that appeared to be ordinary industrial complexes were actually sophisticated defense command centers. Orbital platforms, previously disguised as communication satellites, transformed into complex weapon systems capable of targeting multiple threats simultaneously. Admiral Roke's communication officer attempted to send distress signals, but discovered their transmission systems were completely compromised. Quantum entanglement networks had not just disabled their technology. They had fundamentally rewritten their operational capabilities. "This is impossible," Roke muttered, watching his fleet's technological superiority collapse within minutes. Humanity's technological leap was beyond anything the Zorasian Empire had encountered. They had developed defense systems that could target technological infrastructure at its most fundamental quantum level. No shields, no advanced computational systems could resist this level of technological intervention. Each alien ship became a testament to human scientific achievement. Massive warships that had conquered hundreds of planetary systems now drifted helplessly, their advanced technologies reduced to nothing more than complex metal sculptures. Captain Park understood this was more than a military victory. This was a demonstration of humanity's potential, a clear message to any potential future invaders about the dangers of underestimating human technological capabilities. The quantum defense grid continued its precise work. No dramatic explosions. No traditional weapon discharges. Just a systematic, mathematical dismantling of an entire invasion fleet. Yoon Kim's voice cut through the tension. "Quantum disruption complete. All alien technological systems neutralized." Within less than 30 minutes, an invasion force that was supposed to conquer Earth had been completely defeated. Not through traditional warfare, but through a level of technological sophistication that redefined human potential. The universe was about to learn a critical lesson about humanity's true capabilities. Earth had been waiting. Humanity was ready. And the invasion was over before it had truly begun. The silence was deafening. Admiral Roke watched in absolute horror as his once mighty invasion fleet transformed into nothing more than drifting metal husks. Thousands of highly trained Zorasian warriors suddenly found themselves trapped in ships that were now little more than technological graveyards. Quantum networks developed by humanity continued their precise work. Each alien vessel was systematically targeted, its systems completely neutralized without a single traditional weapon being fired. The technological superiority the Zorasian Empire had prided itself on for centuries became meaningless against Earth's advanced defense grid. Captain J. Park observed the scenario with cold calculation. His team worked like a perfectly synchronized machine, tracking every movement of the disabled alien fleet. Quantum disruption had transformed an imminent invasion into a comprehensive demonstration of human technological capability. "Complete system neutralization in progress," reported Yoon Kim, her fingers moving rapidly across holographic interfaces. The Global Defense Command Center buzzed with a quiet intensity that belied the massive technological battle unfolding above Earth. Alien ships began to experience total system failures. Propulsion systems collapsed. Communication networks disintegrated. Life support systems shut down with mathematical precision. The Zorasian fleet, which had conquered hundreds of planetary systems, now became nothing more than floating monuments to their own technological arrogance. Admiral Roke attempted to issue final commands, but discovered even his personal communication systems were completely compromised. Quantum entanglement networks had rewritten their entire technological infrastructure at its most fundamental level. Orbital platforms around Earth, previously disguised as simple communication satellites, began precise elimination protocols. Unlike traditional weapons, these systems could target specific technological signatures with unprecedented accuracy. Each alien vessel was methodically processed, its technological components systematically dismantled. The elimination was not dramatic. No massive explosions. No theatrical space battles. Just a cold, calculated dismantling of an entire invasion force. Within 45 minutes, what was supposed to be a total planetary conquest had become a comprehensive defeat. The Zorasian Empire's technological pride was being dismantled by a species they had considered primitive and insignificant. Elimination sequence completed, Yoon Kim announced, her voice steady and professional. Captain Park allowed himself a momentary smile. Humanity had just sent a clear message to the universe: they were not to be underestimated. The Global Defense Command Center remained calm. No celebrations. No dramatic speeches. Just the quiet satisfaction of a species that had successfully defended itself against an seemingly insurmountable threat. Debris from the alien fleet began to scatter across the solar system. Silent reminders of a failed invasion. Each piece of destroyed technology told a story of human preparation, scientific advancement, and an unexpected technological leap that would reshape interstellar understanding. Admiral Roke's flagship, once a symbol of Imperial might, now drifted lifeless. The commander who had conquered hundreds of worlds sat surrounded by the remnants of his defeated fleet, understanding for the first time the true meaning of technological obsolescence. Earth remained silent. No dramatic communications. No traditional victory broadcasts. Just the quiet confidence of a species that had just demonstrated its true potential to the universe. The invasion was over. Humanity had won. And the galaxy would never be the same again. As the last remnants of the Zorasian fleet dissolved into cosmic debris, a profound silence settled across the solar system. Earth's quantum defense grid powered down, leaving behind only scattered metal fragments and a clear, unspoken message to the universe. Interstellar communication networks began to buzz with an unprecedented transmission. Not a declaration of war, not a triumphant announcement, but a simple, mathematically precise data packet that would ripple through galactic communication channels. Captain J. Park watched as the transmission was prepared. Years of careful preparation had led to this moment, a single message that would serve as both warning and demonstration of human technological capability. The message was elegantly simple: do not attempt to conquer Earth. Quantum communication networks carried the signal faster than traditional light-based transmissions. Intelligence agencies across different star systems began receiving fragments of information about the total destruction of the Zorasian Imperial fleet. Yoon Kim monitored the transmission's spread. Global communication networks receiving the data package, she reported, her voice calm and professional. Across the galaxy, various alien civilizations began to analyze the transmitted information. The complete elimination of a technologically advanced invasion fleet by a supposedly primitive species was unprecedented. Detailed quantum signatures revealed the true extent of humanity's hidden technological capabilities. Earth's message was clear: they were not just another potential conquest. They were a species with technological capabilities far beyond conventional understanding. Scientific outposts, diplomatic networks, and intelligence agencies began processing the incredible data. The Zorasian Empire's total defeat became a case study in technological miscalculation. Captain Park understood this was more than a military victory. This was a statement about human potential, a demonstration that technological superiority was not just about current capabilities, but about innovative thinking and unexpected solutions. The quantum transmission included precise details of how the invasion was neutralized. Not as a boast, but as a clinical demonstration of technological capability. It was a warning wrapped in scientific methodology. Alien civilizations that had long considered humanity a potential future target now reconsidered their strategies. The reports were clear: Earth was not just defendable. It was a technological fortress that could dismantle entire invasion fleets without firing a traditional weapon. Galactic communication networks continued to spread the information. Each transmission carried the same underlying message: humanity was not to be underestimated. The total elimination of the Zorasian fleet, 387 ships destroyed with 0 human casualties, became an instant legend. A turning point in interstellar understanding about Earth's true capabilities. Transmission complete, Yoon Kim announced. Captain J. Park nodded. Humanity had just redefined its place in the universe. Not through aggression, but through an unexpected demonstration of technological sophistication. The message was sent. The warning was clear. Earth was ready. Humanity was watching. And the universe would never look at this small blue planet the same way again.